Welcome to Maximising Efficiency with Dex. My name is Max Whiteley and I'm joined by Robin Edwards, one of our practice solutions experts here at Dex. And we are on a mission to save Christmas. Robin, I think your phone's ringing. That's not Santa calling again, is it?
Yeah, it is, Max. Let me get this. Hi, Santa. The elves are going mad? Buying all sorts of presents from Alibaba? Okay. Yep, we can do something about this. Jump on a Zoom call. All right, I'll see you in a sec.
Hey Robin, it's Father Dexmas here, and I've got a bit of an issue, and I think I've sorted it, but I just need you to have a look and make sure I've done it the right way. So basically, the elves, they're supposed to be in the workshop, cracking away, building all the presents, ready to be sent out for the magical 25th of December. But what I've seen is that they've been playing with the toys that much that they've not actually been building them. And because they've got a bit of a backlog now and they're a bit behind schedule, they've started buying presents from Alibaba and importing them in from Asia instead of going ahead and building them themselves. So we're incurring a lot of expenditure that we didn't want to incur. So I've seen that you've recently done approval flows within Dex, and I think they'd be really useful for us to get a bit of a handle on making sure that we approve all of the spending that the elves do before we go ahead and make these payments. So what you can see here is we've got an invoice here for Alibaba where someone's gone ahead, they've bought an iPad and 2 Game Boy Advances, and this is not acceptable. The elves should have been building these themselves. So I've had a little look at approval flows, and just correct me if I'm wrong, but I need to go to business settings. Is that right?
Yeah, and head into the approvals.
Amazing. And here we've got the approval flow. So this is the one I've created. So I've jumped into this, and this is how I've read it. So we've got a workflow name. I've called it the Alibaba.com approval workflow. And I've said to stop the elves from slacking from importing toys instead of making them. Okay. So I want to apply this approval to, I'm going to say all documents, but I can say, if it's just a bill or an invoice or whatnot, but I'm going to say every document that ever comes through to any category within our Zero accounting software, but just for our supplier, Alibaba.com. So anytime it sees Alibaba.com for any of my North Pole locations, depending on whether it's for a naughty or nice child, I'm going to say that I want an approval flow. So on the first step of approval flow, I'm going to say that me, Father Dexmas, needs to always approve an invoice. And can I sort of escalate this? Can I say, if it's over a certain value, can I, get someone else to approve it as well?
Yeah, so if you click on that add stage, and what you can see here is you can choose whoever you may want to approve it, maybe myself. And if it's over that certain amount, just click on that and pop the amount in that you want me to approve.
Amazing. I am forgetful, Robin. So if I do approve something by accident, I'm glad it's going to go to you if it's anything that is material. Okay, so this is looking really, really great. We're going to get on top of the elves straight away with this. At the bottom here, if I just switch this workflow on, that just means that workflow is live. And if I want to turn it on or off, I can just go in and literally toggle that. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Amazing. And then auto publish once approved. Does that just mean that, say for example, I've got the elves doing the bookkeeping. When they send something for approval, once I've approved it and you've approved it if necessary, it then just publishes it straight into the accounting software?
Yeah, it will push it straight through to Zero for you.
Perfect. And if I've got that unticked, that just goes back to the elf and it leaves it up to them to publish it into the accounting software?
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. This is amazing. Okay, let's save that. Let me jump back to my inbox within here. Okay. So I've got this Alibaba invoice here. And what's now disappeared is that publish button. And instead, we've got this request approval button. So I can go ahead, I click right, I've checked it, and I'm going to go ahead and request approval. And what you'll see is you'll have an approvals box within here. And we can see that the next approver is me, as Father Dexmas, but I'm right in saying that all admins can approve anyone's approvals within here. However, it will list on here who is the actual approver.
Yes, yeah.
Amazing, okay. So for standard users, they'll only ever be able to see their own approvals.
Yeah, exactly. But it's great if someone is on holiday and there is, say, for example, you do get that holiday after this busy Christmas rush, and maybe you want one of your higher up elves to do them approvals for you. They can do it, having that user.
Perfect. Amazing. Okay. So I can go ahead into here and I can say, right, no, I've had enough. We're not paying this invoice to Alibaba. I'm going to reject it. And I'm going to say, stop being lazy. Build toys. Don't buy them. Okay. And I'm going to reject that and send it back to the elf. So when the elf then gets back into here, and I'm going to jump into that, and we're going to go to that item, and we're going to see here within our history that this has been rejected, and there's a full audit trail there of why it has been rejected. Okay. I can then come back into this invoice and have a little look. There's a full description there to the elf. Stop being lazy and don't buy them. They can go ahead and then check the invoice, make sure everything's okay, and they can go ahead again and send it back into that approval flow. Or they can go ahead, archive it, and actually start getting to work building them toys themselves. Okay, that is amazing. And I presume that, say for example, I'm an approver and you're an approver, Robin. Do we both get sent that approval request at the same time, or does it work slightly different?
No, Santa. So once that first approver's approved it, that's when that second approver will get the notification.
Amazing. Right, that sounds perfect. We're going to be super on top of it this year. One other thing that I wanted to have a look at, which I noticed, was in my user settings here, and we have approval email notifications. So I presume that, at the moment, if this top box said instantly, when I send you something for approval, that you're going to get instantly notified with this. But say I have had 10 Alibaba invoices and I send them to you for approval, it's going to get quite busy in your inbox straight away with all of these email notifications. So I'm right in saying that I can come into here and say group hourly. So only once an hour you will get an email that says Father Dexmus has sent you 10 things to approve. Is that right?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend grouping hourly with the way these elves are buying things.
Amazing. Right. Perfect. Robin, you've literally saved Christmas, and I'm going to get back on top of these elves and get them back at work. Thank you.
Thanks, Santa. See you soon.